barely even the time, let's be fair. Right, so lot to think about. Yeah. Well, all you need to do is just let me know when we're starting and that'll be fine. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused because the clocks have changed. Is this really? I don't know if I'm an hour late, really. Maybe we should have kept with the old time. Well, yes, I can tell the time. I forgot to change my watch, and that's why I'm not quite with it today. I thought. But yes, it's definitely time now, isn't it? We should get this underway. Right. Okay, let's introduce it. It's time for Go On My Sunday with your host, Mr. Jeff Steele, everybody. Woo! How do? That's good timing. Right, excellent. Have you had a good week? Good. Have you had a good weekend? Even better, frankly. Dear, it's been good. Good weekend. Good week, in fact. Pretty good. Not a lot going on in the week, but at the weekend went to a best friend's wedding, which was fantastic. Loved it, great time. Got to see some old faces again, and it was nice actually. Not just old faces in the fact that they're now faces of old people, but faces that I recognise from the past. Ooh. In fact, they haven't actually changed those faces. They remained exactly the same. How young they looked, I thought. But no, it's quite good. Quite like the old lockdown wedding idea, actually. It's quite good. Kind of felt like I was in the 1940s a little bit. Oh, I don't know what the 1940s felt like, but I felt like that was what it was like. It was kind of very small, intimate wedding, which is good. Just a few people, casual, and I'll be honest. Actually, all there got masks on, as is the procedure now, and so I'm in a room. There's a wedding, like people getting married together, and then there's people sat around, some in corners of the room with masks on, and I was like, this feels a little bit cultish, but it wasn't. But sometimes you've got to create your own excitement in life, haven't you? But no, it was good. I enjoyed it, and yeah, it was a nice relaxing weekend. Missed the girlfriend a lot though, which is sad because because of reduced numbers, she couldn't come with me, so to go on my own and remember why I'm better off with her, you see, because it's boring without her around, which is not something I'm going to tell her, so let's keep that between ourselves, okay? Ah dear. So I had a nice chilled day today. I had a little drive back, which was good. I've done a long drive for a while. It wasn't like a super long drive, just a couple of hours. But I haven't done one for a while, so I was sort of like, this is alright. The good thing about a long drive is, it's a good way to sort of calm yourself in a weird way. Because it's like, this is my situation for a while. And if it becomes too much, service station, McDonald's, Greggs, KFC, all ranges of possibilities of being ripped off financially for food that is barely considered food, but nonetheless delicious. So yeah, yeah, I was watching a bit of TV today, just as a nice relaxing thing, and I watched that programme that, or is it a film? I don't really know. Called Social Dilemma, right? For those of you that don't know what it is, right, it's basically some people that have allegedly worked for like social media like giants, like your Facebook, your YouTube, Instagram, Google, and all of this, and it's basically an attempt to create panic and stuff, and I was just like, it's kind of boring, really. They're trying to make out like social media has you by the bollocks and like knows what you're thinking before you even know what you're thinking, which is not true because that film proved that people use music in TV programs and film to try and manipulate your emotions, and but no one's gonna have a go at that, are they? Because you know. Why would you? But basically, I could barely bother to watch it because it was a bit fucking laying it on thick. A bit like, shut up. So yeah, I barely watched it and then switched it off before the end because fuck that, I can't be bothered. It's a bit like, you know, being down the pub and then you end up talking to that guy. It just comes in and it's like, oh, it's all doom and gloom and blah blah blah, and you just get like caught into it a little bit, like, and then you just think, I don't need this in my life. So yeah, you know, social media's alright, I think it is. Good laugh, lots of funny videos out there, people with bollocks opinions, and people with opinions that are your own and therefore brilliant. But yeah, I kind of enjoy it. It's good. It's just that really was a stupid documentary. It really was. Just instilled panic for no reason, and I always take the looking out the window mentality, right? You know when you're like watching something, you're like engrossed in it and it's sort of like doom and terror and right, like the news does constantly. It's just danger, death. And you're like, oh, and then you look out the window and you think, everything's fine. Unless it's not fine, and in which case go back to the film, I suppose. But you know, I've had those situations before. I've like, I don't know, maybe watched a bit too much of something. They're like saying, you know, the world's falling apart and everyone's divided and all this sort of thing. And then all you got to do really is like go for a little walk or a drive or something, and you haven't got to go very far before you start seeing different peoples of any difference between them, whether it's like age or height, and they're talking to it. They've got bonds here, and it's like, oh, it's not bad. I've been wound up clearly, so you know. So you know, it's been a good week. I've enjoyed it, and I didn't get to dance at the wedding. That upset me. I like a bit of a dance at a wedding. It's good fun. Like a tradition. Well, it's not an essential, but it's what I like to do. I like to get my boogie on, but not allowed to do that a bit because, you know, which is understandable, to be fair, because I'll live with it. If I even had a cold, I was dancing, everyone in the vicinity and even several metres out the door probably will be getting it, because I breathe quite heavily, especially after a good dance, as I've got going. Chaos, isn't it? You know, you don't want to dance with a mask on, do you? You're not in Slipknot. Yeah. Unless you are a Slipknot, in which case I don't suppose they want to either, to be honest. If you don't know Slipknot are a band that wear masks. It's pretty exciting group of people. It's just I don't know how to describe them. Like a bit of a letdown actually. Sort of show you how A sort of calms you down, right? Like just over time you just sort of chill out, and that's a positive. You might be feeling a bit sort of like anger and frustration now, but just hang in there. You become pretty relaxed, I find. Not every day, you'll still have your fucking blowout moment, but for the most part, good times are good. Like, I saw Slipknot near the beginning of their thing, and it was very much like, "Rah, we're gonna tear this place down," rah, right? And then I saw them a few years later, it's like, "Hi guys, we're gonna have a good time, we wanna look after each other, okay?" That's not falls over, pick them up. What? This is not what I signed up for. Took my hockey mask and I left. Fucking ridiculous. Ah dear. Are zoos still open? I suppose they might be. I mean, you're not supposed to be getting too close to lions and tigers anyway. And I did hear that animals can't get it, which is interesting. Maybe they can't. Maybe there's something in that that we should learn from. Maybe the cure is cat food. I'm pretty well. I don't know what lions and tigers eat. Might be. I mean, I don't see them feed them at the zoo. But maybe they do. Walk out with a big can of Whiskers and a big can opener. They're like, you don't know, yeah. Could do that. Interesting. And just put it in a big cat bowl. There, come up. Thank you very much. As cats do. Very polite cats, aren't they? They're not particularly rude at all. And eat their food. I'd quite like to see that, if that does ever happen. If it does, let me know. But yeah, it's quite. Yeah. Zoo still open? Must be. I'm just trying to find things to do that you can still do now, and I think zoos might be it. I like to see the penguins anyway, they're underwater, so they ain't even got to worry about transferring of illness and that. So yeah. So some of that information might be slightly suspect. So maybe we should go for something a bit more factual. It's time for GS Factures, 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 Fact, just fact, just fact, just fact, just fact, not all snow leopards enjoy ice cream. Just fact, 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 Yes, that's right. Not all snow leopards do enjoy ice cream. Some of them prefer frozen yogurt. You're right. Just that. Dear. So, some people wouldn't necessarily trust that information. Some people might have some things to ask. Perhaps your questions. Yes, it's time for your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Got one on the floor. I've never actually dropped the questions before. First time for everything. Right. So first one from Ralph in Iowa. Hello to you. He's asked, you mentioned woodwork before. Yes, I did. Thinking about getting into doing some woodwork. And he goes, What would you like to build? Interesting. I was going to build a wardrobe, but bought a wardrobe now, and I was involved in the construction. I wouldn't say I built it necessarily. It's holding together, so that's good. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to say I'd build like a decking or a porch, something like that. But I can't be bothered to do it. Maybe a rocking chair. That'd be good. Not many people, not enough people have rocking chairs anymore. I think everyone should have one. At least everyone should have someone in their family that has one, like a grandparent. What's that? It's a rocking chair. It's just a chair that you go. It's just something very satisfying about a rocking chair, especially when you see someone sit in the rocking chair that hasn't quite experienced a rocking chair before, and they sit back and you go, hey! There, I buy a rocking chair, and if possible, make it look unlike a rocking chair, so that I can get that to happen. Next question is Sarah from Reading. Thank you, Sarah, for your question. You're about to get into a fight. What on earth? Right, okay, I'm about to get into a fight. Let's see where we're going with it. Not with you, hopefully. What song comes on as your soundtrack? Is there a song called Let's Be Friends to forget about the whole thing? Beat It, probably. Come in my head. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. I don't know how to dance. Something like that. Yeah, get into a fight for. Bloody hurts, doesn't it? Oh. You just have a row, just like, you're an idiot, no, you're an idiot. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, say no to violence, peace, and love. Yes, so Beat It, I think, just because it installs logic of, you don't need to be a hero right now. Just get the fuck out of Dodge, leave it. Who needs the headache? So yeah, Beat It, got in my head. Oh, running free. Baby, I was born to run. That's not fire. Next question. We got Jimmy from somewhere else. Hi Jimmy. I can't even read my own handwriting. So Jimmy goes, what becomes of broken-hearted who had love that's now departed? Well, you know what, I don't know, but you've got to find some kind of peace of mind, maybe. That's only funny to me. Fred from Torquay, hello to you. Fred from Torquay, do you like the countryside? Yes. Quite like it, I don't know. Yes and no. Like it during the daytime, it's nice, go for a nice walk with people. Sort of like, oh, trees, lovely trees. Oh, look at the foliage and the animals and this is all very nice. Country coming into a cottage and the crackling fire and all that. Lovely, but realistically at night time the countryside absolutely terrifying and no. So, yeah. Ultimately with it I'm night and day. I like it in the daytime, night time terrifies me. So yeah. Because too many like horror films are set in woods, aren't they? And it just doesn't seem reasonable. Just have more realistic horror films, like he's been working here for 35 years. He finds out in 35 years that's him. Next question. It's Nicole, lovely Nicole. She goes, what is a random fun fact about you? We all know I'm a great dancer. Random fun fact about me. I used to be able to do the splits. I'm going to try and learn to do that again. I don't know if it's possible. I'm not going to do it now, obviously. But just... how far can you get with it? It's going to be my New Year's resolution, learn to do the splits again. Yeah, I used to be able to do the splits. Now that, the legs do that. I can't do it anymore because it's like a fun party trick for a while, but then after a while I think people just sort of like, yeah, we get it. It's a good trick though. Well, nothing brings more joy to a room than someone who can do the splits. It's just way. Ooh. Yeah. Any other random fun facts? Yeah, I don't know. I used to be able to do the splits. It's good enough. Alright, and last one. Joe from Zimbabwe. Do you like spring rolls? Yes, I do. I like both springs and rolls. And spring rolls. I like all things that go gaboing and should go. Interesting fact, Rolling Stone gathers no moss. Interesting. So, anyway, that was your question. So, anyway, yes. That was fun, wasn't it? Ah, dear, I forgot my cup this week. So, which was probably better? In fact, we should vote upon it. Let me know if we're liking the absence of the cup. I can do the ending with this. This will be fine. So, yeah, let's decide that for next week. Do we like me without the cup more, or do we like the cup being here? Because it. You decide. Let me know your feelings on the cup and then I'll make my own decision anyway. Until next week guys, stay positive and do positive wonderful things to not only yourself but those around you. Okay, so see you next week. We'll go on my Sunday at 7 PM. Woohoo!